Baltimore, it's your turn. Baltimore, it's your turn. All right. There's a mother in Baltimore, just so happened to be a single black mother. Surprise, surprise, right? And she's sparking backlash and interesting conversations. And what makes the conversations interesting is that it's not all against her. Some people are actually in support of her. As wild as that may seem, right? When somebody sent me this, sometimes depending on the video, the first thing that you go and look for is you go and look at the comments and you want to see what the sentiment is. And I shouldn't have been surprised because I should be used to this junk on a regular basis. I should not have been surprised of what it was that I was seeing inside of the comments or, in supportive videos and stuff like that. But I was surprised because I'm always amazed at the people that stay on code or the people that say that you should stay on code, but we are worlds apart. I mean, we are oceans apart of how it is that we see life. I don't understand how we can stay on code considering, and I'm going to be reading super chats shortly. I don't understand how we can stay on code.
Older than the winds of time, yet younger than a spring chicken.
What? Shout out to Siri over there. I don't understand how we can stay on code with people just simply because they look like us or they are the same hue or they both call themselves black. Anyways, let me go ahead and pull up this video because I'm curious as to what y'all think. I'm very, very curious as to how y'all see things. What do y'all think about this video where a Baltimore mother is basically having a debate, or she sparked a debate online about basically taking accountability of when a child is accused of a crime? All right. Make sure y'all hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Let's go ahead and get into the show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to fast forward through this.
The second
Really
weekend
quick.
of a youth career.
Let me scrub through this in order to get to the space that actually is worth having a conversation about. Is it here? All right, here we go. Here we go.
He had a gun because he was scared for his life. We live in Baltimore City.
Well, a stunning admission from a Baltimore mother whose 17-year-old son was shot by police, saying he needs to have a gun to protect himself. Fox 45's Keith Daniels joins us live with her concerns and why some argue she shouldn't have let her son put himself in danger. Keith?
Well, Maxine, as you can imagine, whenever a juvenile is involved in a crime, oftentimes a concerned mother is also involved. And tonight, a closer look at that parental involvement.
Kiara Franklin is a Baltimore City mother, reigniting the debate this week over parent accountability.
Whoa. Let me back up for 1 second. What the hell is going on out here in Baltimore? What is going on out here in Baltimore? All right, look. I think that we need to hold the cameraman and the producers accountable for what it is that we see right here. Because there's no reason for them not to be continuing to film her from the chest up. Y'all, look, I don't have nothing negative to say about her personally. What I will say is that the producers and the cameraman did her dirty. They did her mad dirty on this. It was no reason for them to do B-roll footage of her right now. And I bet you they did. She didn't even know that they was filming her. She did not even know that y'all know, listen, I'm not going to let y'all talk about my black queens like this. I'm not going to let y'all talk about my black queens like this. I'm not going to let y'all do it. Shout out to my queens. Shout out to my queens. I'm not going to let y'all talk about my black queens like this because they did her dirty. It is no reason why they should be shooting B-roll footage without her knowing that this is the B-roll footage. I'm going to be reading Super Chat shortly. I see y'all. I got y'all. There's no reason that they should be shooting B-roll footage of the wall at that angle, knowing that she ain't paying attention. crazy. Y'all are crazy. Let's continue, y'all.
Parent accountability when a child is accused of a crime.
Stop! 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 Put the gun down! Put the gun down!
Franklin's son, 17-year-old.
Look at that. Look at that peach. Look at that peach of a guy. Let me ask y'all a question. They say don't stereotype. If you see this guy walking down the street, is it a possibility that you're going to lock your doors and roll up your windows? Or should you just look at him as a normal, everyday human being that has coarse hair and this 17-year-old going on 30, look like he's 17 going on 30, running from the police with a pistol.
Mekhi Franklin, shot by a Baltimore police officer 3 weeks ago, now facing charges including first-degree assault, shot during a foot chase, police say, while he was holding a stolen 9mm handgun.
All right, so let's mine this out, ladies and gentlemen, because these are the people that we supposed to be on code for, so I want to mine this out. He's walking around with a stolen, keyword stolen, 9mm handgun that is wrapped in rubber bands. Now, why would it be wrapped in rubber bands? I mean, every single rubber band that you can find. Do you think that it's wrapped in rubber bands because he needed to be able to hold it and his hand was too big for the grip? Absolutely not. It was wrapped in rubber bands in order to remove the possibility of fingerprints. Fingerprints. Now, here's my question for you. What is the possibility of that device right there that has way more rounds than the normal ones, extended clip? What is the possibility of that device actually having been fired during a crime? If you had to bet on it, if you had to take odds on the fact that that device actually has been fired during the use of a crime, this stolen firearm with rubber bands and an extended clip on a 17-year-old, what are the odds that you think that this has actually been used to commit a crime? If you just had to guess. But shout out to our Baltimore police doing the Lord's work, because it's a plenty of people out here protesting and saying that too much, the police is actually wrong in this situation of getting that handgun off the street. But let's continue.
His mother speaking out this week about the shooting, but also confronted with questions about her responsibility, her accountability.
Yeah, how am I accountable for what he has on him? That's not bad parenting. That's not the parent's fault. You know, how can you blame that on the parent?
But Reverend PM...
Shall we replay that one more time just to make sure that all of my single mothers is out here hearing it? All right, because she said it's not the parent fault.
The shooting, but also confronted with questions about her responsibility, her accountability.
Yeah, how am I accountable for what he has on him? That's not bad parenting. That's not the parent's fault.
So he's a minor. He's under your care. He's walking around with a pistol, and it's not your fault. So at what point do we completely absolve ourselves of the responsibility of our children that we raising? Y'all need a translator? I've been watching The Wire a lot lately, so I know exactly how it is that they talk over there in Baltimore, over there in B-More. Shout out to B-More.
You know, how can you blame that on the parent?
But Reverend PM Smith,
But here's the thing. Check this out. Got her hair done, got her nails done, got her baby hairs popping, tattoos on her neck, diamonds on the chain. You know what I'm saying? Got her gear up. This woman has spent some money on herself. Now, I'm not talking about the unflattering angle that the news did of her. I don't have any kind of say-so on that. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is that this woman is investing in her self-care. This is a woman that's investing in her self-care, y'all.
It's not bad parenting. That's not the parent's fault. You know, how can you blame that on the parent?
But Reverend P.M. Smith, longtime pastor at Huber Memorial Church in Loch Raven and a former defense attorney, believes there is a level of accountability for parents when children do wrong.
You feeding, you're clothing them, and you don't know where they are. You don't know what they're bringing in the house. You don't know what they're carrying out of the house. That is a situation where parents lack accountability because they're not handling their responsibility.
Thank you, Jesus. We finally got an older gentleman that's not a simp. Somebody that's not trying to be for everybody. Somebody that ain't got rainbows on the outside of the church. Somebody that's in the community that's actually willing to stand for something so they don't fall for anything. Shout out to the pastor that's out here doing the Lord's work.
As the juvenile crime rate continues to climb in Baltimore, many parents are desperately searching for a cure. Smith blames broken homes for much of the growing crime problem.
They always say everything starts in a home, which it does, but what does a home look like?
Broken homes. Even the most impoverished amongst us understand that broken homes. I still got women out here arguing with me, telling me that you could be successful being raised by a single mother. It's plenty of people that did it. It's way more that's not. I still have people arguing with me in 2023, still trying to stand on that square, talking about how successful you can be in a broken home.
You know, you never know what's going on in their home.
My son's 17 years old. You know, he's not a 5-year-old little kid, you feel me? So at the end of the day,
No, I don't feel you.
only but so much I can do.
That may be true.
Look at that attitude.
Homes for much of the growing crime
Look at the attitude on this woman.
problem.
They always say everything starts. Where you know what's going on in their home.
My son's 17 years old. You know, he's not a 5-year-old little kid, you feel me? So at the end of the day, there's only but so much I can do.
Attitude. Woo. Ooh, wee. And you know what the funniest part about it? Somebody is busting that down. Somebody had that kid with her. Somebody impregnated her. And that's why she feels so comfortable talking the way that she talking. Somebody got that chick pregnant, and I'm telling you, somebody got her pregnant. Somebody busted that. That's somebody's kid walking around there. There's nothing I can do.
That may be true. But when you have a young person who you know is headed in the wrong direction, you ask, you seek, you demand, you get all the help you can. Whether it's an uncle, whether it's a stepfather, whether it's a grandfather, whether it's juvenile services.
Now, sir, you know you're making way too much sense to be over here having this conversation, my friend.
You get all the help you can.
Well, regarding Mekhi Franklin, he's out of the hospital. He's out of the hospital, rather, and he's been moved to central booking. He's waiting there.
Thank you, Jesus. Lock him up. Throw away the key.
For a hearing that could decide whether or not his case is moved to juvenile court. We're live tonight. Keith Daniels.
Thank you, Jesus. Find him, lock him up, throw away the key. You know what the worst part about it, though, is? You the one that's going to pay for it. You the one that's going to pay for it. You're going to pay for him to be jailed. You're going to pay for him to be fed. You're going to pay for him to be housed. You're also going to pay for his health care coverage. You're going to pay for his retirement. You're going to pay for him to be very, very comfortable. Those type of people, these type of parents are the ones that exist and they live for a very, very long time, and they have a whole lot of kids that then tear up the community and don't add any value whatsoever into what it is that we got going on in society. None. Zero. At all. There's nothing she can do. She said it's 17. It's rough out here. He's 17. What you mean? It's rough out here. He got to be able to protect himself. Why wouldn't he be out here protecting himself? Hold on. Let me see what she said in the very beginning of this real quick.
A gun because he was scared for his life.
She justified him having a gun with an extended clip, rubber bands around it, and it's stolen.
He had a gun because he was scared for his life. We live in Baltimore City.
Black Lives Matters. 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 When we gonna do away with it? When we gonna divest ourselves? When we gonna get away? They not a part of the bag chase. So shout out to the Patreon members. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Just dropped a video today. They not a part of the bag chasers. Why y'all feel like y'all gotta save these people? I don't understand why y'all feel so comfortable and why y'all feel like we gotta be. Listen, and when I say we, I say all of us. Why do y'all feel like we have to be responsible for what it is that they do? He walking around with a pistol, doing some of the most egregious things that you can possibly probably have in society. And then we are supposed to be responsible for what it is that he got going on.